The woman, satisfied that she was going to become the president's wife, accidentally spilled 1 cup of water on an employee's computer. EA thought employee was watching cartoon while on duty, not realizing this one was actually studying the latest animation technologies. 3D employee 1 angrily accuses of causing serious problems, but the woman not only thought she had done nothing wrong, but even went on to lay off more employees. Talented, the woman had no idea that her actions, will eventually cost him billions of euros. As compensation, looks like just days before the woman had had her first meeting with the president, with arrogance, put 2 conditions for this meeting. Not only that the president DEA all his property, personal, but also to cede control of the company. The president thought the woman had lost her mind and was about to leave when Secretary 1 Mesh, suddenly on one line, secured. Looks like the president had to attend one meeting important in 5 min. The president replied simply to the secretary, "No problem, then leave in a hurry." Unexpectedly, the woman was wrong and thought the president had accepted her conditions immediately, and one picture CA president's wife woman had 1 younger brother and first younger sister. The 2 had come to one, accompanied to the meeting to satisfy his vanity. EA took brother and sister to visit president's company. But as soon as they came in, security guards and the receptionist stopped them because the woman didn't have one recorded meeting. The woman was angry EA, who was to become the president's wife. And here's that one simple receptionist. He dared block her way. That very moment, the president's secretary was passing by chance he knew nothing about the president meeting. Seeing woman's confident expression, the naive secretary, I thought the president had fallen in love with EA from first and had already made her proposal. The secretary quickly invites the woman and her brothers to visit the company. The woman arrogantly walked through the company, and CA, to demonstrate his skills as a manager, decides to lay off 2 Harvard graduate employees. Everyone was amazed. How could one foreigner have the authority to fire employees? But the woman was totally despicable. Ordered the secretary to process immediately redundancy documents. The secretary felt embarrassed because the president had to call first for confirmation. Unexpectedly, woman definitely accept the secretary. Immediately calls the president. Meanwhile, the president was in session with the general manager of the company, an assistant to the president. First calls to the secretary. The secretary doesn't mention directly that the woman wanted to lay off employees, but use one more diplomatic wording. He was asking if the president had invited the woman to manage company and said that the woman claimed to be the president's girlfriend. The assistant shall immediately send the message to the president. Looks like a few days before the president had indeed named the woman one loved secretly to help him run the company. That woman's name was Marie, though while this woman's name was Anna, the president thought the woman in the company was Marie, so ordered the secretary to follow her instructions, and the secretary felt something was wrong. However,